And a good day, everybody. It's time to check out all of the weather. My name is Jewel, and this is J7409 Weather. Today, of course, Friday, the 22nd of May, 2020. Well, we got a combo of things going on, but we're going to see some sunshine across a lot of America. We do have these rain and thunderstorms expected across the plains, and we've got some severe weather and flash flooding that's going to be possible, showers and mountain snow, and below average temperatures from the northwest and to the northern Rockies. And we still have that critical fire weather for the Four Corners area to southern High Plains area, and also there is going to be critical fire weather going on up in Maine. But before we go any further, yesterday NOAA put out their hurricane forecast predictions for the year 2020. They're going along with a lot of what I told you guys I thought. There's not going to be no El Nino, and it should be La Nina. And that's going to cause a chance for more tropical storms and hurricanes this year. Let's go check it out.
On May 21st, NOAA issued its 2020 seasonal hurricane outlook for the Atlantic and Eastern Pacific basins. For the Atlantic, a busy hurricane season is predicted. Here at NOAA, we're predicting a 60% chance that the 2020 Atlantic hurricane season will be above normal. There's a 30% chance of the season being near normal, and only a 10% chance of it being below normal. Overall, this year's outlook reflects several climate factors that are conducive to increased hurricane activity, including the ongoing high-activity era that has been in place since 1995. We are predicting ENSO-neutral or La Nina conditions, along with warmer-than-average sea surface temperatures in the tropical Atlantic Ocean and Caribbean Sea, coupled with reduced vertical wind shear, weaker tropical Atlantic trade winds, and an enhanced West African monsoon. Hurricane preparedness is critically important for the 2020 hurricane season, just as it is every year. Keep in mind, you may need to adjust any preparedness actions based on the latest health and safety guidelines from the Centers for Disease Control and your local officials. As we know, it takes just one storm to cause significant damage from high winds, storm surge, and flooding as tropical systems move inland after striking coastal communities. NOAA works closely with our partners to help emergency managers and communities make targeted decisions to support public safety. More than 80 million people in the U.S. live in areas that could be impacted by a hurricane, and only a fraction of those live along the immediate coast. Now is the time to get prepared. Visit the National Hurricane Center's website at hurricanes.gov throughout the season to stay on top of any watches and warnings. Be sure to visit FEMA's website, ready.gov, for additional hurricane preparedness tips. Hurricane preparation starts at home. Start today and have a safe hurricane season. Together, we can build a more weather-ready nation.
Now, as we take a look at the NAM map, courtesy of Tropical Tidbits, let's just turn it on and get going. We are going to have that severe weather, and I am going to show you what you can expect. And yesterday I showed you all that huge hail that fell in Mexico. Yesterday, Kansas had baseball-size hail, and there's more large hail in the forecast also. But for the weather forecast in general, we got a couple of frontal systems and a dry line. They're expected to help cause thunderstorms through the end of the week across the plains area. Now, today, these thunderstorms are expected to focus in the southern plains to portions of the lower middle Mississippi Valley. Now, so far as severe weather in the forecast, we do have that risk for severe weather looking like tornadoes, high winds, and large hail can all be threats. Now, flash flooding is possible too, and there is a risk of very excessive rainfall in some places. Now, ahead of the upper level trough, another frontal system is in place, and storms are expected further north tomorrow across the northern Central Plains area, where severe weather is in place and locally heavy rainfall could cause flash flooding, particularly over the western areas of South Dakota. Now, yesterday we did have a landslide in Polk County, North Carolina, with roads being tore up, bridges out, and that flooding, flash flooding going on. But everyone seems to be okay. Now, so far as temperatures below normal, upper level heights over the northwestern U.S. are going to have cold temperatures with highs 10 to 25 degrees below normal. They're going to prevail in the northwest today and move a bit eastward toward the northern Rockies tomorrow. And when this happens, it's going to support snow falling in the higher elevations of the northern Rockies. As you can see on the map, the blue's the snow, and then you can see it's going to be happening. Now, some areas in this area could have over a foot of snow. That's a lot of snow from some areas right on through the Wild River Mountain areas through Sunday morning. When you move a little farther south, dry and windy conditions are expected, which will cause fire danger over southwestern and south central parts of the country, and we do have a critical risk of fire weather expected today over portions of the southwest to the Four Corners, and tomorrow the focus should shift to the southern high plains behind the dry line. Now, we do have red flag warnings that are in effect for some of these areas and also for much of Maine, as I said earlier today, where low relative humidities and gusty winds are also possible. Elsewhere, a low pressure system is forecast to slowly move through the mid-Atlantic and then offshore tomorrow, and an additional rain showers are expected across much of the eastern seaboard through tonight. Rain totals should be low, but an additional rain could cause some issues areas over the southern Appalachians that have received flooding over the past few days, just as I was speaking of. So everyone still in those areas of the Appalachians, be aware of what's going on and stay safe. Now, as we look at the categorical outlook for severe weather today, you can see, my friends, we've got severe storms likely across parts of the southern plains, northeastward into southeast Kansas and the Ozarks, and an enhanced threat for tornadoes. Very large hail and wind damage is expected from North Texas into southern and eastern Oklahoma. As you can see, this area right here, you're probably going to have, you do have a chance of tornadoes, which we'll get to, but this is where the downdraft winds and the large hail more than likely will occur. Anywhere where you see the darker green, you could have a severe cell pop up with a severe thunderstorm. But if you're in the yellow or if you're in the brown, please be aware of your skies. So far as tornado activity, 10% chance right in this one little area here for today through this evening, with a 5% chance in the brown, which goes from Texas to Oklahoma, with a 2% chance everywhere else, even over in North and South Carolina and in northern Georgia. Severe winds, you got a 15% chance, as you can see, for Texas, Arkansas, a little of Missouri, Oklahoma, and Kansas, with 5% chance over in the eastern area, and hail, 30% chance. Look, Mexico had cantaloupe-size hail. Yesterday, Kansas had baseball-size hail. I'm telling you, you got a chance of large hail today. How big it may be, we'll have to wait and see. But if you're in this part of Texas and Oklahoma, please be aware you could have a very good chance at 15% for some smaller hail as it moves out up into Missouri, Arkansas, the other areas of Oklahoma, and down in Texas. 5% chance in the brown, but where it is red and where it is yellow, please be aware of hail that may be in these storms as they pass through your areas. Don't want no broken windshields. This hail has got to where it's so big, people's vehicle windshields are being broken. Lots of things are being destroyed. If you have any plants outside in your garden areas, if you live especially in this red area, you might want to cover up your plants, okay? So, that's a check of your weather today. Also, what Noah thinks about the 2020 hurricane season. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. I would appreciate it very, very much. Have a good day, a safe day, a blessed day. I love you guys, and I thank you for everything you do for me. Peace, love, and kindness to each and every one of you. Thank you so much for watching.